Hi, in this video, we're going to answer the question, how to change the mindset of a team. Whether that team is a corporate team, organizational team, a sports team, or any other group. We want to look at how we can shift and shape the mindset of that group. The first part of this video, we're going to talk about understanding where your team is currently. What is the mindset that kind of permeates the team? What's that culture within the team to begin with? Then we're going to talk about painting a vision for the future, right? What will it look like when you change that mindset? We're going to talk about how to try to bring everybody on board to adopt that growth mindset, that all-important growth mindset, and how we can bring everybody together in that. The fourth part, we're going to look at how we can build a positive team culture. And then, of course, we're going to look at some real life examples of teams that demonstrate that growth mindset and that positive culture within the organization. So assessing your current situation can be done formally and informally. So formally, there are some assessments that you can get that you can give out to your members of the team to find out, do they tend to have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset? But there's also your sense and your feeling, your own personal observations, right? The observation of others. What's the feedback you're getting from other people about some of the challenges they're facing? It is being able to step back and remove yourself from the situation and really begin to try to take a look at what is that general attitude that's being reflected from the members of the team and the organization. Some of the characteristics of the growth mindset you're looking for to see whether they have is that idea of persistence in the face of setback, being able to look at the success of others and celebrate that and figure out how they can do that. That idea of perseverance, being able to think outside the box. Are those general characteristics that you are seeing within your organization, right? So getting a sense of how strong that is, where they are in that spectrum is an important step to take formally and or informally as you assess where they're at so you can begin to paint a better picture on where you need to go. Creating a vision, you need to understand what the beliefs are that are going to guide the organization. Now, if you're a team within a larger organization, you need to kind of align those with that larger organization. If you're like an athletic team or a small business or something of that sort, you just want to be really clear on what your beliefs are as an organization, as a team. Those beliefs, you want to then be able to figure out how you're going to disseminate those beliefs or help other people develop those beliefs and get on board with those beliefs. You want to be able to communicate that vision effectively and powerfully. You got to help them be able to visualize internally what the end result is, what the benefits are to not only the organization, but them as individuals. When you do that well, you bring all the members on board and you begin to help them adopt those essential beliefs that are going to guide your organization forward. Beyond the beliefs, we got to look at the values, right? So what are the things that you value most? And you want those people within the team to be able to adopt those same values. How you communicate that vision, though, and align that with the individuals will go a long ways towards showing them how they benefit from making this shift in their individual mindset, so organizationally you develop a unified mindset. So when you are about to now implement this vision and trying to bring everybody on board, there are some training programs, training methodologies that you can do that will actually help the people going through that training develop that growth mindset, develop that mindset of perseverance, of thinking positively, of thinking outside the box, of finding value in other people's opinions and their successes, being able to apply all of those beliefs that we are talking about installing. So you really need to kind of think about how you're going to train those individuals within your organization to adopt those beliefs, to bring those beliefs in themselves as individuals, because that's how you then bring it collectively as a group. It really is all about you as a leader of that organization saying, all right, we need to do this, and here's why, here are the benefits, and then bringing in the people necessary in order to create that change. Now, inevitably, part of this whole development and training process, you've got to have the systems in place to reinforce these beliefs and these values and the habits that you're trying to create within the organizational structure. So it might mean changing existing systems in order to accommodate this new mindset and this new culture that you are developing. So part of these systems that are really important in this is the communication systems and setting up a culture where people can feel comfortable in presenting their feelings and their ideas and their beliefs about what's working and what isn't working, so that you can make the change that is involving everybody. Yes, the buck stops with you as the leadership, but sometimes the ultimate leadership is understanding when to follow and how to follow the lead of the people, opinions and feelings and emotions that they're experiencing during this whole change process. Because change, by definition, can be uncomfortable. So we've got to recognize that in order to really help empower the people who are essential for that change to happen, showing them how to change and how that change is a positive for them and the organization as a whole. And part of that, you really should be considering implementing ways to reward successes, right? Celebrate that success. Build in incentives for that change. When you make that as part of those systems of reward and celebration, that will enhance the ability to develop that culture that becomes paramount. And that culture that when new people come in, they just kind of accept it because it permeates every aspect of the organization. A real-life example of this is Alan Mulally of Ford Motor Company, who after the 2008 financial crisis, when Ford was in deep financial trouble and not wanting to take on government bailouts, Mulally had to restructure how the organization's mindset, the whole culture of it was, through transparency and improved communication systems, and most importantly, a relentless drive for innovation, which in and of itself is an aspect of this kind of growth mindset that we're talking about. Mulally was able to transform Ford after that crisis without taking on any of those government bailouts that he wanted to avoid. And he was able to change the culture, the mindset, the corporate mindset of Ford Motor Company. Please subscribe to our channel and check out all the other videos. In particular, you might be interested in checking out the video, How a Positive Mindset Leads to Better Health. So check that out today.